Hey, good morning, and welcome to Brunch with Brian. And it is Never Give Up Day. That applies in so many ways. Never Give Up Day. And I'm going to talk about the fact that you have never failed. You never fail unless you give up. That's the key. You never fail unless you quit. And so, up until then, it's just a matter of adjusting your plan. See, and sometimes I'll talk to people and I'll say, you've never failed at anything. And they'll say, oh, of course I failed at things. I tried this or that and I wasn't successful. Guys, we had, real estate didn't come, the real estate success that we experienced did not just come automatically. We had, you could say that we failed at many different tries to become successful real estate investors. And then finally, it took uh, basically figuring out the creative financing stuff. And that was really the transition point to where we started buying a lot of houses and doing deals. And that was, that was our real turning point. Now, prior to that, we'd done real estate, we had investments, we'd done flips and, wholesales and that type of thing, but never really systemized it and started making significant money. And we tried for a while. Remember, we got into real estate. I hate to date myself, but we were in real estate as agents. Lynette was an agent back in the 80s. And then she was an agent on and off, kind of, because we were moving around the country and she was getting her license. And then we were doing different things. And I was working in different fields. And then, but not until about 15 years later did we really hone in on the real estate investing and make it a business. So if you've been doing real estate investing for a couple of years or something, you haven't exploded with a bunch of deals, I recommend patience and perseverance. There's a famous quote by George Washington where he says, I recommend to you what I endeavor to practice for myself, patience and perseverance. And that's the basically the general that won the Revolutionary War for us when it looked bleak. I mean, in Valley Forge, things did not look good, but he exercised patience and perseverance and said, what? Never give up. Never give up. So that's Never Give Up Day today. So instead of giving up, what do? We take a different angle. And it is so funny that I just have such an object lesson for this today. And I know I talk about pickleball, and I'm telling you, get into pickleball because it's really fun and it is great exercise. It's my favorite sport of all time. And I was really into tennis, and I played baseball in high school, and hockey I played as well, and a lot of sports. And I like to watch sports. I played football in a bunch of leagues. So I love every sport, but pickleball rules right now. So I was playing pickleball today. It's amazing I say that though, right? Because today was super windy. So we go out there 5 a.m. We play 5 to 7 usually in the morning. And so it's really windy and it's dark till about 5:30. So the lights are kind of in your eyes. And it was miserable conditions this morning. Normally, I think we got a hurricane coming our way. Hurricane Hillary is on its way. I know it's going to change our weather here in Phoenix a bunch because it's coming up and it's going to hit California. There's like one other hurricane that ever made landfall back in 1939. So this is kind of, obviously the weather's been crazy and getting crazier. So let's see what happens. But we were out there and it was super windy and it was hard to, we're playing with a wiffle ball, little tiny wiffle ball. So when it's really windy, that thing is going all over the place. And so I couldn't get my like real best serve and stuff. And at one point I actually thought to myself, I'm just going to quit if this is like this. And one person did quit. They played one game. I didn't realize it, and said, I can't play in these conditions, and quit. And so, but now, can you win games if you quit? And it so happened that we play this game called King of the Hill, where if you lose, you have to go down a court, and if you win, you go up a court, and you're to king of the court. So it's kind of really extra motivating to win and aggravating to lose. So, but then of course, I hung in there and it turned right around and the wind died down and I started hitting all my good shots and I went up to the top court right away. and stayed at the top court. So again, I stuck in there. I never gave up. I didn't give up like that other person walked off the court. Now she's really good. Her name is Sue, but she's really a good player, but she's just aggravated with those conditions. But you can't win if you don't play. And that's the same thing with real estate. You can't win if you don't play. You got to keep your head in the game. Sometimes you've got windy conditions, right? Sometimes you got headwinds. Sometimes you got a tough seller's market where you live. Sometimes you've got family members who don't completely believe in you and your real estate career. And so that can, create some headwinds for you there, and difficult conditions. So is it always easy to be successful? If you get on a path to become financially free, or even just to make, an extra, I don't know, 20 or 50 or 100,000 a year, this real estate can do that for you with, a minimum of focus. But you have to have the right focus, and you got to stay positive, and you can never give up. So whatever you do in real estate, with your real estate for the rest of your life, for however long you live, never give up looking for deals and trying to find deals and trying to close deals, because one deal, that's so true. One deal, one creative financing deal can be a life changer. And that we've seen it happen with our students. You buy one house, we have deals. I can show you deals where we've made over $500,000 on one house just because we bought it and just held on to it. And our renters or rent to own buyers paid off our mortgage over time. And so never give up looking for rental properties. And even if you can't find a seller financed one, figure out a way to get some financing, even if you have to use a cash partner or somebody to provide the 20% down. Lynette and I can hook you up with an 80% loan on a nice rental house. So if you have a nice rental house that you're looking to buy, ask us to help you if you're going the financing route. And just because a seller says no to seller financing doesn't mean that the deal is bad. It might be a good deal. It might be even a good deal as a cash deal. If you can, work it out with the seller and maybe get a little discount and also get some kind of good financing in place. Now, obviously, if you're working with houses that are under 100,000, which is in certain markets, you can find good deals like that. It's 20% down isn't necessarily going to break the bank. We're not talking about 50 grand down or something like that. So however you can do it, get some rental properties into your life, just because that will change your life. Even having one paid off rental property when you were retired that has a $1,500 a month positive income, that's a game changer right there. So, and then you expand out from there. So never give up, change your plan, make smart adjustments to your plan. If you've ever felt like you failed before, you didn't fail, your plan failed. And then what did you do? You gave up, you quit. So today is the day to never give up. There's some really interesting background on that if you want to do some research. Good morning, Robert. Great to see you. And Lee, awesome. And Caleb, good morning, gang. And another seller meeting today. Wow. Caleb's got 2 properties under contract this week. We'd love to hear success stories. Is that ever awesome? And there's Tony, of course, William. Great to see everybody, guys. So again, I want you to never give up on your real estate investing. Just try different strategies, and sometimes different strategies work better in certain areas. And so be able to, and then try different areas, because whatever you've tried in your own local area, if it hasn't, yielded the kind of results you want, try it in another area where possibly you've got more motivated sellers, more potential deals. So never give up. That's our affirmation for today. That's an obvious and easy one. And so that's our theme for today. Brought home to me with, that's why sports are good, because sports actually teach you lessons about life. Things like never give up and keep a positive attitude. And even when things look bleak, if you keep in there and practice patience and perseverance, you can win in the end. So that's a great message for today. So never give up. Let's do that affirmation. We always do it 3 times on 3. Never give up. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Never give up. Never give up. Never give up. Yeah, I never give up. So good job. Let's do deep breathing. Nice deep breath in. I always tell you to put a smile on your face, but I can't ever take a deep breath without automatically smiling. When you let it out, loosen up your shoulders, relax. Okay, another deep breath in. Oh, that feels good. Let it out and relax. Okay, one more nice, really deep one. Oh, yes, and a little more. You can actually expand your lung capacity by doing deep breathing and then just taking a little more and a little bit more, and a little bit more. It's like exercising your lungs. So great job. All right. Let's all have a great weekend. You know, Friday is Foundation Friday to lay the groundwork for some good deals on Saturday. Saturday is deal meeting Saturday or driving for dollars Saturday. So hopefully you guys can get out there and get some good deals cooking this weekend. I love that. So great to see everybody today. And I will see you back here Monday morning at the same time for Brunch with Brian, your home investing live stream. Until then, keep taking action, getting awesome training from the Wolf couple, and taking action.